So today is going to be a chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm going to be talking about some lessons that I've learned in the past year. Even though this year technically isn't over, I still just wanted to post content because you're supposed to do it consistently. That's how it works. So let's go. Number one, keep your hair and nails done. / I have become the dream version of myself. And if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at my full body mirror. I have this like rinky-dink setup going for today. So yeah, like learning that looking good is so beneficial, not only for myself, but for the people around me. Meaning like, when I look good, people treat me good. And like, some people, they aren't healed. So like, seeing a beautiful person might not make them feel good. But I realize that those aren't the people that I'm really looking to be around anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But I've noticed that as I've been taking better care of my appearance, I feel better, I get treated better. Yeah. Should I start with my brows or foundation? I think I'm gonna do brows first. We'll change it up later. So yeah, like realizing that being beautiful, it helps me, like being my own muse, especially like starting this whole social media journey thing. It's like, whew, you really gotta put yourself out there and also kind of be strategic with the way that you put yourself out there. And what better way to attract the people that you want to attract than looking the way that you want to look with intention, right? About having a strong character and a strong sense of self. That was something that I lacked, and I didn't really realize that I lacked. Well, I went through it. Forgive the noise. They're doing construction on a house nearby. But anyway, I hadn't really realized that I lacked character, strength, or like development until this year, when I kind of noticed that like I did rely on outside validation, and when I didn't get it from other people or men, then I would feel worth less. I'm not gonna say it was fully unexpected. Like, I knew that I was gonna be having a baby. I thought it was gonna be in like 2 to 5 years, but it was more like 2 to 6 months. So yeah, that was yeah. I'm excited to meet her. Like, I swear it's rarely a morning that I wake up and I'm like not excited, because of course, like being pregnant, right, you feel the baby like move inside of you. If you've ever been pregnant, then you know what I'm talking about. So like whenever I wake up, like I'll feel her like moving, and it's just a reminder to me to like get up and like eat a meal and like not rot in bed all day, you know? That's another thing about like becoming a mom now is you have to take care of yourself. Like, I have to eat healthy. I have to keep my cortisol down. Like, I can't be stressed. I can't be in situations that don't benefit me, because then that won't benefit her. You kind of get what I'm saying? I can't smoke. I can't drink. I can't really do any of the like self-harm type of things that a lot of people in society tend to do. Like, I can't do that shit because I'm a mom now, and I have to be like this vessel for a new human coming onto the planet. So I don't know, it's a blessing. It is a blessing. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, I'm really anal about my face looking even. I don't like an uneven looking face. I don't. I wrote some notes. Learning how to like carry myself more feminine and carefully, to learning to mind what I consume and like how I engage with like people and energies, how I show up in the world. It's really making me stronger and more able to survive and like be resilient, because it's not just me anymore, you know? What else? What else did I learn this year? I learned that silence is truly power. That sometimes, most times, you don't need to address it. Like, you just don't. It's just not gonna like. It's just not worth it. You know. I could say haters, but I'm starting to like transition from that title and just view them as limited souls. Like, they're just, and maybe they do know better, but they're not doing better. So do they really know better? You know? So yeah, silence is power, and really learning how to just stay focused on me and my goals, and while also not looking for validation or not caring about the haters, like, because really they're just inverted admirers. That's just how I choose to see them. Instead of like openly admiring, they just turn to like salty behavior, and it's unfortunate because it just makes them look even more ugly in comparison. So yeah, just learning to leave things where they are and just keep taking myself where I need to go. It's a much more exclusive energy. It's a much more vague but very present type of energy, where I'm just like really not going for no more shit. And it speaks strongly and loudly, very silently. Like, I don't have to like say too much. It's felt, it's just known. When I want something, I will do anything to get it, and I don't stop until I get it. It's like kind of crazy how I can just switch, and my determination like is on a whole other level. And that's a lot of the reason why I don't play around with people anymore, is because it's like, why would I waste my time playing with you when I can be focused on getting whatever I want? Because what can really stop me when I put my full focus on it, you know? Like, you know how many weaves it took me to learn how to do a weave? Like, and people probably look at me today and think, oh, she's so slayed. She's so cunt. Like, I'll probably look back at this version of myself and be like, girl, you know? But I hope that that version of me who's looking back has like love for this version of me, because girl, I'm low-key shaking in my fucking boots right now. Like, I'm actually a little shook, you know? Because I've never been this version of myself before. And I know that I'm like always changing. It's like, I don't know, but I'll figure it out, you know? And I think that's another thing that I'm just keeping in the forefront of my mind, is like, build that new mindset regardless of what the current circumstance is, right? So if I know that I'm going to be a billionaire in this life, it's like, why would I be tripping on little shit? Tripping on buying a blanket for myself? No. Buy that blanket. Buy that Juicy Couture set. Get that snack. You want a crab boil? Get that crab boil. because it's all gonna come back to me, right? Right. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, is learning to just be bold as fuck, regardless of what anybody has to say or doesn't have to say. It's like existing genuinely takes so much strength. I'm so serious. Like, I'm so serious. Like, it takes so much strength to just like be yourself, especially in America. Unless you're like completely oblivious to like everything, then it's probably like, of course I'm gonna be myself. What else would I be? Duh. You know, but if you grew up in America with like the trends and the blah blah blah, then you probably become a little less vibrant. So I'm just learning how to bring my vibrancy back and how to like be okay being this way, even if I get the weird stares, or and like some of them, most of them are just out of admiration, but I do have this fear of the spotlight from the times when I was bullied for just being myself genuinely, without being like aware of the impact that I have on people when I'm being myself genuinely. It's like now I see myself outside of myself and I'm like, oh, was that a good decision to wear that? Or maybe that person doesn't like the fact that I'm wearing these boots. But it's like, I like these platform boots. If I want to wear these platform boots, I can wear these fucking platform boots. Like, the fuck? You know? Like, I don't think I should have to be less of myself to make somebody else feel like they're still enough, you know? Yeah, it's just random thoughts with me. So, what was another thing that I learned? Oh, that people's position and their title can easily be revoked, can easily be diminished. You gotta stand on business with everybody, including family, including your damn self, including your man, including your boss, including the cashier. You gotta stand on business with everybody, because everybody is somebody, okay? And half the time they know what they're doing. So you gonna let them play in your face, or are you gonna like clock that? And not everything needs to be clocked. I'm also realizing that not everything needs to be clocked, but the things that do need to be clocked need to get clocked. Okay. Yeah, basically. Just like having boundaries and self-respect and like self-esteem, you know, the necessary things. And that brings me to one of the last topics, is learning how to do hard things. So I already spoke about the fear of like being noticed or being admired or anything like that. It's more than a spotlight effect, because I never used to really care about it. I never used to really care about being admired. Like, that wasn't even like a goal to be admired. It was kind of just like, oh, thanks. And then I would just float on with the rest of my life. And it wasn't like, oh, is somebody gonna compliment me on this? Oh, they didn't compliment me on this. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't even thinking about that. And so because of that, I think that's why I got what I got, is because I wasn't like, you know? So anal about looking even. And so now it's kind of just like, I'm gonna love me regardless. I'm gonna wear what I want regardless. If you don't like it, look away. And don't you dare say shit to me about it. Because that's not my responsibility, you know? Looking a bit shiny, so I'm gonna put some powder on. I wish I had some. I think this one will work. But yeah, just learning that I can do hard things. When I'm nervous, I can still film that TikTok. You know, even if my brain is telling me, you look a hot mess, you know? Like, I can still get up and make that meal for myself. Even when I'm fucking tired as hell from work and the draining interaction I had at the grocery store. And the anxiety and worry about the future. Like, I can get down on my knees and pray. Like, it's really not that much of a hassle. And so the more that I keep telling myself that building the habits of that new version of myself and maintaining those habits is more important than how tired I am right now, then the more that I end up actually doing them. And then that's more self-respect for myself and more trust and more, I feel like my brows are still uneven. So yeah, like that, basically. Should we do lower lashes? Are the brows uneven, or is it me? I don't know. Even now, like, I thought I needed to have a man, but like now that I kind of have a man, I'm saying kinda, I'm not even fully claiming him. I don't know, that's a whole nother video I could talk about. Let me know if you want to know how my relationship with men are platonic and romantic. Let me know. But, because that could be like a whole shebang. We could really go there. What was I about to say? I was about to say something and then I forgot. I'm excited for my daughter to get here. I love being female. Like, I feel like whenever somebody refers to me as she or her, I'm just like, like, I just feel like it's just like the ultimate thing. And like, I get it. Like, being female in America probably seems like we're subordinate, but we're really not. And I think once you reach that like realization that you're not the subordinate one, you just kind of move through the world differently. And you just like have an inner knowing. It's like your whole world just changes because you know, like, you You just know, you know? You don't have to walk around like, yeah, I'm that bitch, I'm female, you know? But you just, if you just keep that in the back of your mind, like, you're literally female, you're carrying a life, you're the embodiment of God in physical form. You have free will. Like, just those, like, little things, those that help your mindset, you can't go back. It's like going black. You just don't go back. Speaking of black, I love jet black hair now. I used to be a 1B girl. Nah. Plus the jet black with the liner on my eyes makes me look unreal. So I think I'll be keeping that for a while. If you think I'm pretty, put your hand on me. No, you can't stop thinking about it. Okay. Like right now, I had to set boundaries with my mom. Not right now, but over the past like month or so, I haven't really been talking to her or responding to her texts or like engaging or anything, because I just realized that I can't change people, but I can change how I react and interact with them. So once I found out that she was still like talking about me behind my back, I was like, I'm gonna just remove myself from you. Since you got so much to say, I'm not gonna say nothing. Like, fuck. And I feel like that was very grown woman to me. Very, very, very much grown woman to me. To just like, not even necessarily go ghost, but just let her know, like, bitch, I know. And that's very weird on your part, but I'm gonna let y'all be weird. I really hope this is recording. I really, really, really hope. Because if not, I'm going to be upset. So, if you think I'm pretty, put your hands. Yo, it's always one brow. It's always one. Like, go. I don't know. I'm not gonna like tip myself over this. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about for this video. The other videos will be better, I promise. I feel like that was a pretty good chat. What do y'all think? So yeah, I'm just growing into a newer, better, badder, more mature version of myself. A, a stronger, more like just womanly version of myself. And I just turned 22, so I feel like I'm right on time. These are my 20s, so like they're supposed to be like the learning thing, like the learning stages of life. So that's what I plan to be doing, is just learning as I go, growing, and yeah, not really stressing about any nigga or anything like